Zach Wilson just dominated at his pro day. Okay, there's so much stuff to dive into. There's so much stuff to unpack. I cannot wait for it. But man, what a crazy day. What an insane day from top to bottom. I mean, not only was just the BYU pro day going on, which by the way was packed to the max. The Jets had a full house. Head coach Robert Saleh, offensive coordinator Mike LaFleur, and then of course the unit himself, Joe Douglas, was in attendance. But we had the San Francisco 49ers pull off a trade while John Lynch was in BYU watching the pro day. He pulls off a trade to land the 3rd overall pick, with the Miami Dolphins trading back, and then the Dolphins take the 12th pick and a first-round pick next year and flip that to the Eagles for the 6th pick. So the Eagles now move back. Absolute insanity. So much to wrap your head around, but let's dive into this pro day. Let's talk a little bit about it. Now, Wilson lit it up today. I mean, really, there's no other way to describe it. Personally, I don't like to put a lot of stock into pro days because it's typically climate control. You have a lot of chemistry with the guys that you're playing with. You're not playing against a defense. You know what's coming. It's scripted. There's not even corners or DBs out there. So everything is wide open. But this pro day, to me, it stood out. I mean, he was making very, very difficult and challenging throws look effortless. And we know who Zach Wilson is as a player. Insane arm strength, great mobility, great accuracy. He can hurt you inside the pocket, outside the pocket. He had great command of the BYU offense. He always knew where to go with the football. He works really, really well off play action, which, by the way, is a huge piece of the Mike LaFleur offense. You need to be able to rip passes over the middle of the field off of play action if the running game is going well. He can hurt you on the run, flicking passes across his body, much like an Aaron Rodgers or a Patrick Mahomes, players that Zach Wilson has been compared to over the last couple of weeks. But more importantly, the measurements came in. There's definitely a lot of concerns over his frame, over his height, over his weight, hand size. There's always a bunch of questions about that, but he came in over 6'2". That's great. That's kind of the, I think the expectation was maybe a little under 6'2", because you never really know for sure about like team website listings and stuff like that, or just random listings online. It's not until you get them in person and actually do the measurement at the pro day where you get that official height. So he came in over 6'2", check that box. Weight 214, so not freakishly light. We've seen lighter quarterbacks enter the league before, but as far as hand size is concerned, this one's always pretty controversial measurement. Some people love it, some people hate it. Zach Wilson went in and tallied a 9.5-inch hand. In other words, he's in the clear. He's not going to have these worries or these concerns about having a small hand in the league. Can he play in snow? Can he play in rain? Can he play in cold weather? Because he can't grip the football. One quarterback specifically that has this issue of a small hand, who I think was measured at 9 inches flat, was Jared Goff. And we saw that. We saw that in the playoff game against the Green Bay Packers in Lambeau. Super cold out. He had to wear the glove because he had the thumb issue as well. He just couldn't hold and couldn't throw the football the right way. So Zach Wilson, you're not going to have any concerns or any worries about that. But this is the bombshell. Okay, this is the huge news. Yes, the 49ers traded all the way up to spot number 3. Yes, the Eagles and the Dolphins had their pick swap and they had their trade as well. And the Dolphins are moving all about the draft order. But here's the big news. Okay, the big news for the Jets fans out there. Ian Rappaport tweeted out, he's reporting that the Philadelphia Eagles love Zach Wilson. The Eagles love him. They attempted to trade up to the 3rd overall pick before San Francisco did to select Zach Wilson. They didn't, because they don't think he's going to be there. They think the Jets will take him at 2, and that's starting to solidify. Zach Wilson to the Jets is starting to crystallize. This is looking like it's going to happen. So it's a lot to wrap your head around. I'm right there with you. I completely understand it. But man, for the Jets fans out there to hear that news, to read between the lines of what Ian Rappaport is saying, and to connect that to the Jets and Zach Wilson, that is insane. So it'll be interesting to see how it all unfolds. Let me know your thoughts down below in the comment section. Zach Wilson dominated today. Thanks so much for watching, and as always, go Jets.